Okay, we're back. Okay, so we're going to go to the morgue and find out some more information. Because, hi.
Greetings. It seems you've stumbled upon my humble abode. How might I assist you in your pursuit of truth and justice?
You live
As a
here?
coroner, I've witnessed the fragility of life and the intricate dance between the living and the departed. It's a delicate balance, wouldn't you agree? The human body, with all its marvels and complexities, can succumb to the most unexpected of circumstances. The art of deciphering the mysteries left behind by death is my calling, an eternal quest for answers. So, what brings you to my doorstep today?
You live here?
Live here, no, my dear detective. This place is but a temporary haven for the dead. I merely inhabit this realm to unravel the secrets that lay within their mortal coil. Death, you see, is a constant companion to us all, and it is my duty to examine its handiwork. But fear not, for in this sterile sanctuary of mine, I strive to bring clarity and closure to those who have fallen victim to its embrace. It is both a somber and enlightening existence, surrounded by the echoes of lives extinguished.
You don't normally inhabit this realm. Where would you normally inhabit?
Oh, my apologies for the confusion. Normally, I dwell in the corridors of the Vaudeville police station, amidst the hustle and bustle of investigations, interrogations, and the occasional cup of lukewarm coffee. But when it's time to delve into the mysteries of death, I retreat to this solemn abode, my ad hoc laboratory. It is a space where I can focus my keen eye and dissect the enigmatic tales woven by the deceased. And as for this particular location, well, it serves its purpose as a repository for cadavers and fragments of evidence.
Could you remind me where Maria's body was found?
My dear detective, you find yourself in the realm of the coroner's domain. This is my sanctuary, a place of summer reflection and meticulous examination. Within these walls, the echoes of life and the remnants of mortality intertwine. It is here that I unravel the intricate tapestry of the departed, seeking answers in the delicate balance between life and death. But fear not, for I am here to guide you through this labyrinth of mortality, shedding light on the shadows that cloak our understanding.
Could you remind me where you found Maria's body?
Maria Jansen's body was found outside her apartment in central Vaudeville, covered in blood. The injuries she sustained were quite severe, resembling those caused by an animal attack. Bite marks adorned her body, particularly on the arms, with one of the forearm bones fractured from the force of the bite. It is a tragic and brutal end for such a young soul. The time of her demise is determined to be on the night of April 22nd, sometime between 9 p.m. and 12 a.m. Her body was discovered the following morning in the forest.
You did tell me that she was murdered outside of her apartment and then found in the forests. How did that happen?
Well, my dear investigator, it appears that Maria's journey from her apartment to the forest remained shrouded in uncertainty. The circumstances surrounding her relocation after her untimely passing are indeed puzzling. From the evidence at hand, it seems that she met a violent fate near her residence, with her life extinguished in a grisly manner. The exact details of how she came to rest in the depths of the forest are still unknown, and it raises a myriad of questions. Was her lifeless form moved deliberately? Did she stumble upon her assailant while attempting to seek refuge?
Does she live anywhere near Pascal's grocery store?
Indeed, my dear detective, the unfortunate discovery of dear Miss Jansen's body outside her central Vaudeville apartment does raise an intriguing connection to Pascal's grocery shop. While I cannot confirm the proximity of her dwelling to the establishment, it is a possibility worth exploring. The investigation may shed light on any potential interactions or encounters between Miss Jansen and Pascal, or perhaps even uncover any pertinent surveillance footage that could aid in unraveling this enigma. Rest assured, I shall continue my examination diligently, seeking any clues that may guide us towards the truth.
Pascal says he found her body at 6:30 a.m.
6:30 a.m., you see. That's quite an early discovery. It seems that poor Maria's journey from her final resting place to the awareness of the living was relatively swift. The timeline suggests that her lifeless form was found by none other than Monsieur Pascal himself. One could only imagine the shock and horror that must have gripped him upon stumbling upon such a grisly scene. The mysteries of death, my dear investigator, often leave behind a trail of unanswered questions.
If he found her at that time, why didn't he report her before she was discovered in the forest?
The delay in reporting the presence of Miss Jansen's body before its eventual discovery in the forest is indeed a perplexing aspect of this case. One could speculate that the forest perhaps masked her remains, concealing her from the eyes of those who may have encountered her earlier. It is also possible that the dense vegetation and the secluded nature of the area contributed to the delay in her detection. However, it is essential to remember that the mechanics of post-mortem movement and external factors can complicate the investigation.
But he found her outside of his store, not outside of the forests.
Yes, you are correct. Pascal discovered her lifeless form outside, not within the confines of the forest. It is a peculiar circumstance, as the transition from the initial location to the final resting place in the depths of the woods raises questions about the events that transpired. The exact sequence of events leading to her relocation is still a mystery. It is plausible that her assailant or an unknown force moved her from the initial scene to the more remote location in the forest. The intricacies of such movements can be challenging to decipher, but rest assured.
Did you not want to complete that sentence? Could the animal bite have occurred post-mortem?
Yeah, the question of post-mortem animal bites. It is a possibility that we must consider, my dear investigator. In certain circumstances, scavenging animals may be drawn to the scent of death and engage in post-mortem feeding. However, the severity of the bite marks and the fractured forearm bones suggest a level of violence that is more consistent with an attack that occurred while Miss Jansen was alive. The presence of fresh blood and tissue damage further supports this hypothesis. It is a distressing thought to imagine the suffering she endured in her last moments.
How would the animal have been outside of her apartment and not been seen?
One can only speculate, my inquisitive companion. It is indeed perplexing to envision how an animal could have found its way into the vicinity of her apartment, let alone inflict such grievous wounds upon her. Nature can be unpredictable, and in rare instances, urban settings do attract wildlife, especially if there are nearby green spaces or sources of food. Perhaps a feral creature ventured into the area, driven by hunger or territorial instincts. The exact sequence of events leading to the encounter between Maria and the animal remains a haunting enigma that requires careful examination.
Have they discovered the animal responsible?
Yeah, the elusive culprit behind the savage attack on Miss Jansen. As of now, my dear investigator, the search for the specific animal responsible for her injuries remains inconclusive. The nature of the attack suggests a level of ferocity and brutality that is not commonly associated with typical fauna in the region. It is possible that the assailant may be an escaped or exotic species, or even a hybrid of some sort. Further analysis of the bite marks and any available DNA evidence may help us narrow down the possibilities.
Okay. So it all comes back to that stupid chimera again. It literally comes down to, it's not any of his wood life. It's actually a chimera. Have you seen any unusual animals in the area?
Oh, unusual animals, you say? Well, I haven't personally seen any, but you know how rumors spread like wildfire in our little town of Vaudeville? There's been talk about a manticore lurking around the Gravison Manor's basement. Can you believe it? A real-life mythical creature right here in our midst. But honestly, I've never seen it myself. Just juicy gossip, my friend.
Tell me more.
Oh, where do I even begin? You see, my dear friend, Vaudeville is a hotbed of secrets and scandals. It's like a theater of life, with each person playing their part. Now, let me share some of the latest whispers that have been circulating in the air. First off, there's the tale of Lady Penelope and Lord Reginald. They've been carrying on a torrid love affair behind closed doors. Can you imagine the scandal if their spouses were to find out?
Any more?
You want more. don't you? Well, buckle up because I've got plenty to spill. Have you heard about the mysterious disappearance of the renowned artist, Nicola Grossman? It's been the talk of the town. Some say he vanished into thin air, while others suspect foul play. And then, there's the tragic case of poor Hayley Greenwood. She was found dead in her own home. Such a terrible loss for her family and our community. But who knows what really happened? The truth always finds a way to reveal itself, doesn't it?
Tell me more.
Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying the gossip. Alright, here's another tidbit for you. You know Miss S. Potter, right? The one who's often seen shopping here in my store. Well, let me tell you, she's been keeping a secret rendezvous with a dashing young poet from Paris. They meet at the park every evening, whispering sweet nothings under the moonlight. It's like a scene straight out of a romance novel. And speaking of novels, have you read the latest work by the esteemed author, Mr. Fitzgerald?
Tell me more about this poet from Paris.
Well, my friend, let me paint you a picture of this enchanting affair. Picture Miss S. Potter, a woman of sophistication and grace, strolling through the picturesque Vaudeville Park. And there, waiting for her beneath the grand oak tree, is Monsieur le Poet from the city of love itself. Paris, with his charming accent and poetic words, he sweeps her off her feet into a world of passion and intrigue. It's like a whirlwind of emotions, where reality and fantasy intertwine. Ah, love is a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Tell me more.
Ah, my friend, you want more details, don't you? I can practically see the sparkle in your eyes. So, let me regale you with the tales of Miss S. Potter and her dashing poet. They meet in the park, as I mentioned, but it's not just any ordinary park. It's a place of magic and inspiration, with blooming flowers and the soft melody of bird song. They sit on a bench, their hearts entwined, as he recites his verses, each word dripping with love and longing.
Has this French guy been seen with Maria?
French guy dancing with Maria. Now that's a twist. But my dear friend, I must apologize for bursting your bubble of excitement. As much as I love a good scandal, I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about a French gentleman dancing with Maria. It seems like that piece of juicy gossip hasn't reached my eager ears yet. However, if there's anything else you'd like to know or discuss, I'm here to spill all the tea I can.
Tell me more about Nicola Grossman.
Nicola Gray. I'm sorry, my friend, but I don't have any information about someone by that name. It's possible that Nicola Gray is not a prominent figure in our little town of Vaudeville. Nicola Grossman, you say? Now, that's a name that has been on everyone's lips lately. Nicola Grossman is a renowned artist, known for their captivating and thought-provoking works. But here's the twist, my friend. Nicola Grossman has mysteriously disappeared. Vanished into thin air, some say. It's been the talk of the town, with people speculating about what might have happened. Did they run away seeking inspiration? Or is there something more sinister at play?
You saw him having an argument with someone, correct?
My apologies, but I must clarify that I didn't witness any argument involving Nicola Grossman. As the owner of the grocery shop, I'm mostly occupied with providing excellent service to my customers and keeping up with the latest gossip in Vaudeville. However, if there's any other topic or gossip you'd like to delve into, I'm all ears.
Do you know anyone that might have a motive for his disappearance?
Difference, you say? Now, that's a broad question. In a bustling city like Vaudeville, there are bound to be differences of all kinds. People come from diverse backgrounds, with varying opinions, passions, and interests. It's what makes this place so vibrant and exciting. But if you're looking for a specific instance of a difference between individuals, I'm afraid I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. Perhaps if you give me a bit more context or a specific name, I might be able to help you uncover some juicy details.
Tell me about Nicola Grossman and Biagio.
Oh, Nicola Grossman and Biagio. That's an interesting combination you've brought up. Nicola Grossman, as I mentioned earlier, is a talented artist who has mysteriously disappeared. And Biagio, well, he's a character, that one. Biagio is known for his eccentricities and his love for all things avant-garde. He's a regular at the art scene in Vaudeville, always pushing boundaries and challenging conventional norms.
Could they have had a disagreement?
A disagreement between you and either Nicola Grossman or Biagio? Now that would be quite the unexpected turn of events. But my dear friend, as much as I'd love to regale you with tales of heated arguments and passionate debates, I'm afraid I don't have any information regarding such a disagreement. However, if you're interested in discussing other intriguing aspects of vaudeville or any other topic that piques your curiosity, I'm here to chat and share all the gossip I've gathered.
Tell me more about Biagio's interest in the art scene.
The Algiers and their interest in the Odyssey. Well, that's a fascinating connection. The Algiers, you see, are a group of intellectuals and artists who have a deep appreciation for literature, particularly Biagio's interest in the art scene. Now, that's something worth talking about. Biagio is like a whirlwind of creativity and passion when it comes to art. He's always at the forefront of the avant-garde movement, pushing boundaries and challenging traditional norms. Whether it's painting, sculpture, or performance art, Biagio is known for his unique and thought-provoking creations. He's often seen attending art exhibitions, mingling with fellow artists, and sparking lively discussions about the meaning and purpose of art.
What sort of art does he perform?
Vertus, though, you mean the VRTEX. It's not a common term in everyday conversation, but in the context of the art world. Vertus can refer to a gathering or meeting of like-minded individuals, particularly those involved in the arts. It's a chance for creative minds to come together, exchange ideas, collaborate, and showcase their work. Think of it as a vibrant hub of artistic energy, where inspiration flows freely and new connections are made. And when it comes to performing arts, well, that's a whole different ballgame.
Okay, so again, conflicts in information, because last time that we played... It finds the page. Hayley was not found dead in her own home. She was found dead at the outside of the Blue Moon Club, where she worked. So again, you know, any and all previous information we've gathered, just start from scratch. This is why you start from scratch every time, because 90% of the time you've been told stuff that is not correct. Okay, so she was found dead at her own home, not outside the Blue Moon, even though the cops all and everyone else said that she was found in the Blue... Maybe he just misheard, you know, because he's only going on rumours. But, you know, maybe her home is outside the Blue Moon Club as well. Or she lived at the Blue Moon Club. Who's to say? Let's try and make an stupid
Have you made
accusation.
up your mind, Detective Martini?
Have I made up my mind? Who kills Hayley Greenwoods? Marina.
Are you sure, Detective Martini? And why?
Right, so what do we know about that? Okay. I mean, we found out some more information about other things. Right, so, I mean, Maria, Hayley, right. Love obsession, no. For the inheritance, no. As a ritual, possibly. To steal something, we've previously heard about some sort of jewellery that was dead at the crime, but again is not there anymore. By accident, potential. Protect someone, unlikely. As a punishment for sinning, unlikely. Business rivals, potential. Not for the thrill. For revenge, for jealousy, for an unpaid debt, to steal something are all possible. I don't think she's mentioned anything about any debts. I don't think it's for revenge, but it could be. Could be jealous, they could be business rivals. I think she was more jealous. Maria Jansen. We got some more information about Maria. That's Marina. Maria murdered outside an animal found in the forest by a hybrid animal. So you have some sort of manticore.
May I ask you why?
And it would probably be for some sort of ritual, even though, you know, she seems heavily. And then again, you would be the most likely for Niccolo Grossman, because apparently you're a fellow artist.
Are you sure, Detective Martini? And why?
And I could have sworn the argument before was for an unpaid debt. But, you know, they were also business rivals. He could have been jealous. He could have done it by accident.
Detective Martini, this is complete nonsense.
This is complete nonsense. Oh. Tell me more about your art. Hello? Hello?
Hi there. How can I help you today?
Hello? Tell me more about your art. Biagio! Earth to Biagio! Have I stumbled across you at a terrible time? Cat got your tongue? Do you not like that I accused you of murder? Hello.
Ah, another visitor graces us with their presence. How delightful! Pray tell, what brings you to this esteemed establishment? I trust you have a reason for interrupting our serene ambience?
Tell me more about your art.
Well, my dear interlocutor, I am a man of many facets and accomplishments. Allow me to regale you with a glimpse into my illustrious existence. I am an entrepreneur and investor, a connoisseur of opportunity, and a master of the art of wealth creation. My ventures span various industries, from technology to real estate, and my success is the envy of many. But do not mistake my confidence for arrogance, for I have earned every ounce of it through hard work, strategic acumen, and an unwavering commitment to excellence.
So you're not an artist?
Oh, my curious companion, how you yearn for a synopsis of my extraordinary life. But alas, my tale is too grand to be condensed into a mere summary. It is a symphony of triumphs and setbacks, a tapestry woven with triumph and heartbreak. To capture its essence in a few succinct sentences would be like trying to fit an elephant into a teacup or confine the vastness of the universe within a matchbox. Oh, my dear interlocutor, you seem to have stumbled upon a misconception. While I may not be an artist in the conventional sense, I am indeed an artist of a different kind. I paint the canvas of business with strokes of innovation, creativity, and calculated risk-taking. I sculpt opportunities from the raw materials of market trends and consumer demands. I compose symphonies of financial success that resonate.
The Sharp Symphony. So, again, you know, Pascal says that he is an artist. He still remains an entrepreneur and businessman, and that is complete misinformation. So, that is not really helpful in establishing anything. And again, you know, the information about the argument between them is different, but also he has the slick back hair.